quantitative research designs. Okay, sometimes who we are taking data on in education, we're mostly talking about people. We're going to be examining people or a person or a small group of people. Like if you're an elementary school teacher and you want to know how to be a better instructor in reading, you're going to have the appropriate sample, which is your classroom, and you're going to be testing your new methodologies on them. But how are you going to do that, and so that you can have some real results? And what will those results be? You know, what do you consider true results? It's the appropriateness of how the students learn, what their skill sets are to begin with, where you think you're going wrong with your reading and you want to improve methods of instruction. Maybe some background on the students is important as well. This could be a numbers game about students how many students compared to other students respond to a certain type of teaching methodology that you're using in your classroom, and how can you improve that number so that more and more students are getting better reading scores, or they're getting faster at their reading, or whatever the specific problem is that you want. And you want your sample, the students that you're going to be talking to match exactly what your research method is going to be and what you see as the problem. If these don't match, you know, if you're wanting to improve your reading teaching methodologies, and let's say you go outside and you're tutoring a group of students that have no reading tests or reading scores, how are you going to validate what you're doing? So it's a different situation from when you're in the classroom. In the classroom, you have access to those kinds of scores. If you're teaching outside tutoring, you probably don't have. So you're going to have to use maybe a different research method in order to find any results that can give you some real information about what works and what doesn't work, and not just something that's kind of in your head. Okay. The next one is number 8. Evaluate published quantitative, qualitative research. I think this is the best way to learn research, really, is to observe and to critically look at what other researchers are doing. It's a great place to start when you're a new researcher and you really don't know all of the different types of research that are particularly used a lot in your field. If you want to be like I said, back to our reading situation, where if you want to be a truly good reading instructor, that is your goal, okay, for the semester or for your